Basically all these scrolls give a different ability, and when you put them all into the sword, they combine into one single ability. The Wither Shield reduces the damage you take and gives you a lot of absorption hearts. It's kinda hard to show the damage reduction, but as you can see I get like 2000 health. This scroll pretty much keeps you alive in dungeons. Implosion is the ability that makes clearing rooms way faster. It basically just explodes and deals damage around you. And if you have explosions enabled, it also makes you blind. Also, as you can see, it shows both of the scrolls, Wither Shield and Implosion. That's gonna change though after I put the last scroll, which is pretty much just better aspect of the end. And now I have the Wither Impact, which honestly looks way cleaner than having all 3 scrolls there. And now when I right click, I teleport, deal damage around me and heal at the same time. Yeah, it's kinda crazy. Since we are mostly gonna use it in dungeons, we have to get 5 stars on it. And because I'm a filthy casual, I don't have enough essence myself, so I have to buy it. Thankfully my trustworthy friend Toby is willing to sell me some for 5k each, which is gonna be like 16.7 million in total.
Oh my god, I just got scared.
Oh, never mind, he's back. Damn, those stars do be looking kinda cute. We have already spent like 580 mil and the sword is still unenchanted. But let's add all these other trash first. Recom for 5.2 mil, some hot potato books. These have not been close to 100k for months, but it still feels weird to see them cost so little. We need 10, not even 500k. Then we need the fuming hot potato books. These, however, are quite expensive, over 1 mil each. Ah, it's time for the good old hot potato book ASMR. Enjoy. Guys, I messed up. I put 1 fuming in before putting all the hot potato books. But you know, we learn from our mistakes and it's only 1 mil. Whoops, that's the hot potato. This is the right one. Yo, we are missing the reforge. Let's go get that good old spicy on this bad boy. I know. Nowadays you only use these stones. But you know, I miss the blacksmith. He's a nice guy. 2.6 million for the withered reforge. Oh, it's only 50k to add it on the sword. And I thought I was saving a lot of money by not making the sword into mythic first. I probably saved like 50.
What makes a true wizard king? I would ponder.
50k. Okay, so now all we need are the enchants, I'm pretty sure. And maybe a bit better kata level. I think we're gonna start off with the ultimate enchant, because that 250 mana cost is a little bit too much. Ultimate wise for 2.2 mil, it looks kinda funny with the ultimate enchant on it. Now I can spam the outside without I don't wanna see any comment saying that smite is better than sharpness, because I don't care, I like sharpness. Quite expensive. I already have crit 6 and while we are here, oh, this looks so nice with the golden. I need to get all the golden enchants. Luck 4. I'm not getting Scavenger 5. My Cherry Sword deserved it, but I'm not buying that garbage enchant again. Looting is nice, huh? It's just getting better and better. 45 million for a giant killer? I'm going broke. But that's nothing new here on Palika channel, right? Oh yeah, I had 1 lethality pick from somewhere. What am I even missing anymore? Tundra Lord 6 is 27k. That's so cute. I think that's all the golden enchants, except the Scavenger, which I'm not gonna get. Actually, before I combine these, I want to see the damage difference with and without the pick. 497 without, and then we combine. That better triggers me so much. 633, okay, not bad at all. Now it's time for the worst part. We have to let's go. I know it's good now, but it still feels weird. I still have the Scavenger as well because anyway, I'm gonna go do my daily dragon stream now and see how good this sword is outside dungeons. I guess I will get back to you when I have been using this for a while.
3 weeks later.
Yeah, that was a long while. It was last year when I bought this sword, but I have to admit, it was a really good decision. And since I've been using it for a while, I know pretty much everything about it. I can share all the bad things with you guys. Yeah, even the 700 million sword is not perfect. But considering the handle is more expensive than it was when I bought it, it obviously doesn't have it. So, I guess we will start with the good things. The main reason why I wanted to buy this sword is because I wanted to do dragons with it. And believe me, I did a lot of dragons. And it's not just good for dragons, it is honestly insane. Here's a deal millions of damage in seconds, so you can see it yourself. In that clip I did 20 million in like 2 seconds. I kinda messed up here, but I still dragon. I think I could have killed it here if I didn't fail so hard with my teleport. This dragon probably didn't even know what hit him, he just died. But yeah, basically, whenever he didn't leave you have with Hyperion is just unreal. And it's extremely fun to use against dragons. You don't always get the chance though, because ideal dragon kill looks like this. We basically spawn kill it, so there is not much time to use the Hyperion. But that is a topic for another video. Whenever the dragon doesn't die off spawn, Hyperion is the obvious choice. Next up, we have dungeons. Let's be real here. If you're like Kata 30 or higher, and you don't have a Hyperion, no one wants to play with you. It's literally the only weapon you need for mages, and it's so good that even archers use it. It's so good for clearing rooms, like you don't really have to think about it because you just kill everything while getting secrets. And if you're having hard time in floor 7, it keeps you alive with the absorption hearts. Getting Hyperion for dungeons is like getting a 144Hz monitor for gaming. You just can't live without it. That's about it. Honestly, dungeons are not that complicated. It's just you flying through the rooms, getting the secrets, killing everything while doing it, and then you just kill the boss. It doesn't survive that long against 5 Hyperions. Hyperion is pretty much the only choice for dungeons. And before anyone gets upset, I know Hyperion is really expensive and you can't just pull 700 million out of your ass. Unless you're a millionaire and you can just buy cookies. But for most people, that's not the case. Just save up as much as you can and buy Hyperion as soon as possible. It's gonna pay itself back. A good example is our co-op member Yontu, who borrowed 300 million to craft the Hyperion and then paid back in 2 days. Dungeons are really good for money, and the but remember, if you have Hyperion, I've seen so many people say that they would be insane at dungeons if they have Hyperion, because they skip the easiest 1x1. Well, so far Hyperion sounds like a weapon with no flaws. But there is one thing I really hate about it. It doesn't give any combat experience. Well, it does, but the ability doesn't, and that's the thing. Like, I'm so close to combat experience, and I gain like no experience for dungeons. My co-op member's Kata is 36. He has almost 1000. That's how little experience. But what is this? And since the ability doesn't you can't use Hyperion. Well, I guess you can, but it's kind of tough, because Hypixel is a way to gain experience. Basically, you just have an ability, you don't gain any experience. But if you left click to kill an enemy, and then you right click, the ability doesn't click again, and then which honestly doesn't seem to me. Why can't you gain experience from the ability all the time? I'd rather just use my bow and Reaper Falchion than mess around with Hyperion. Oh yeah, and Swen doesn't even take any ability damage, so Hyperion is useless against it. I don't know, it just feels like a glitch to me that sometimes you gain experience from it and sometimes you don't. Like, I would be even happy with reduced experience from the ability. Just give me something. Like, I can't really stop and left click an enemy after every single time I use the ability in dungeons. That would make clearing so much slower. Oh yeah, and there's one more thing I don't like. Why can you salvage Hyperion for 50 Wither Essence? Like, I get it, it's a dungeon item, but still, no one wants to salvage a Hyperion. Why is it possible? Like, the only warning it gives you is the text here saying that careful, it's gonna delete it forever. But nobody's gonna read that when they're spam salvaging stuff from their backpacks. And it's the same text for every item. My Hyperion is literally the only item I have ever locked into my hotbar with SBA. I'm that scared. But yeah, I think that's everything I have to say. Hyperion is a really good weapon, and I recommend buying it whenever you have the money for it. I honestly thought it would have crashed in price by now, but no, it's still really expensive. That's how rare the handle is. I hope you guys enjoyed. Now I have to go simp for Jerry. Somehow he's a mayor. My prayers have been answered. I bet Cal is loving this. See you in the next one. Bye. As many of you guys probably already know, the 50 million Midas sword has been the best weapon in Skyblock. But today, they added something even better. You should all know this guy called Jerry, who is never where he's supposed to be. And you can now use these to craft the best flower mini. I can see countless. One of the first ones to do it because the updates just came out. So let's do it. Let's craft the last hot potato book. There we go, and baked potato. Why am I doing this? I have to stop it here, dude. We can't do it. I ran out of game. Anything for the week. I'm wasting 1 million. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I have 20 left. My luck is horrible. I don't think we can get it. I think this is our last chance.
I think.
Nope, I didn't get it.
I have a level 2 blood rune and a lot other blood rune. Got a level 3.
Nice. Wait, already?
Yes.
Okay. I'm adding it, dude. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. Maxed out aspect of the cherry with blood rune 3.
Make spicy on.
Spicy?
Spicy on the sword.
Oh yeah. I got godly. Oh, I got the spicy. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Who needs spicy dragons when we can have spicy aspect of the cherry, dude? The best sword in the game. I have 4 mil on me. Maybe I should bank that. There we go. Well done. I'm gonna drink my potion. I'm gonna hold the sword. My talismans are not perfect right now. So, crit damage 400. It's not gonna be 1 hit. Are you ready?
Totally ready.
Go! 6k? Nah. Well,
It is a wooden sword.
yeah, it is a wooden sword. 4k? Why is it only 4k? like better potions, I could heal more. Yes, 6,750. Now the question is, was it worth it?
I say it's worth it. 100%.
To the Colosseum! How much do you think I will deal? 500.
Okay, now you stand still. 48.
508 is actually pretty good considering your max health is 1.4k. So I can like 3 hits for you. No, that's 400 isn't it? So yeah, because of the first strike. Like 8 to me, so yeah. Wait, you have to use the ability. Oh. Well, I'm abusing my insane OP sword. Yeah. I'm gonna put it in. Wait, why don't I don't think it's gonna
Cherry's back, and so am I. Yeah, I am the guy in your recommended who always spends way too much money on cherry items, or Kalika for sword. And today is no exception. Okay, who am I kidding? The previous videos only hurt my purse. This one is gonna hurt my entire net worth. Never thought I would be spending 2 billion coins in one video, which is worth like $2,500 if you just wanted to get it by buying cookies. But here we are. We started making this sword back in 2019, and today we are finally going to finish it. If you are a massive cherry fan, remember to like the video, leave and subscribe. Also, make sure to join my Discord. There is a rank giveaway happening right now. This is the 3.5 billion aspect of the channel. Do you guys remember how aspect of the game in the first place? Well, don't worry. Skyblock, there was a small user, around 20k subscribers. Some of you might yeah, the one we know you don't get it as well. Okay, I'm not 100% sure but he played a part he's the OG Cherry before anyone. He even sold cherry bathwater at one point. But despite all that, he wasn't the first person to max an aspect of the cherry. I was. When that update dropped at like 1 AM my time, I did not hesitate. I sacrificed my sleep and my Skyblock coins for the god almighty cherry, and honestly, it was pretty worth it. This sword right here is priceless. It has better lore than Skyblock itself. It was the first one to be maxed, the first one to go viral, one of the most expensive ones for months, dealt over 1 billion damage, and on top of all that, they used Tommy in it himself on his own and almost lost it. It's kind of funny story actually. I would never sell this sword.
Oh boy, Anna just comes to the island. Have you heard of being incorporated?
I have not.
What do you mean you have? Feel free to come down to the
Hello there.
I heard that you are the aspect of the game best one in the game. It's actually like a second. That's
You mean?
whoa! Is late, Del. Have you heard what they call me? No. They call me Tommy Trusty, and I'll live up to the name. I'm not gonna drop this, okay? I got it!
That's even better than designing we are gonna consider it, like, even though it was a traumatizing event. I could have done a sword like that. Anyway, even though we have spent a lot of a lot to spend on a sword, but turns out it really wasn't. You see, they have added these very nice things called tier 7 enchants, and they are the biggest ripoff this game mode will ever see. I don't have a single one on this sword, which is bad and a good thing at the same time. The bad thing is the fact that I have to spend even more money than I originally planned, but if I spend more money, it's also better clickbait. So what are we waiting for? Let's go shopping. I basically had to sell half of my ender chest to make enough money for these enchants, and I'm still not sure if this 720 million is going to be enough. I didn't lie to you when I said that the tier 7 enchants. The last time I checked the prices was like a week ago, money left, and I think these are all the enchants. Likely not though, I probably need to quite a good start. Well, let's start with the most expensive. Oh, it just went down in price a lot. It's a good thing that I didn't have money a week ago. 16 million. Maybe I didn't need this much money after all. I guess I will buy the critical next. 76 million? It was 47 last week. Oh no, I messed up. I don't have enough money for this dungeon. I just want to make it proud. Now this gave me false. It doesn't look like 60 million. It pays 30 million for like what is next? I'm getting scammed here because you can see the sell value down there, and even if it's not accurate, I literally saw it at 35 million with my own eyes. But I don't really have a choice here. There is no other books in the auction house. Like we say in Finland, it's not dumb to ask, it's dumb to pay. Hey, another book that hasn't doubled in price in a few days. Let's keep it that way. Or not, you know, it's fine. 140k, I need a loan. Another book I can respect. 37 million, okay, not bad. Still don't even understand why people go through the trouble to sell this book. 30 damage for 4 seconds, beautiful. You know, a slight PTSD when I see this enchant. Let's just stay away from any tools, especially the ones that you use to cut down trees. I think I had like 725 million when I started, so all those enchants cost me around 400 million.
Hi Arjun, welcome to your new home. Make sure you start with the right advisor. They're gonna be by your side for a long time.
Life by the ocean means embracing the fog as it rolls in, when the whole city goes fuzzy.
Coins, and I'm still missing one. I should have 13 books. I really hope I didn't lose it. No, Terry doesn't have anything for me. Oh, thank God, I just forgot to buy it. Luck 7 for 35 million coins. It's not the last one. There's still at least one more that I need, but there's a problem with it, so we're just gonna come back to it later. Time to make an insane book. God book, if you may. Oh yeah, you don't need any levels to combine books. You're still getting your book ASMR though. Okay, I stopped. Oh, I spent unhealthy amount of time on TikTok. But you have to admit, this book looks beautiful. The blue looting and the vicious kinda triggers me for some reason though. Blue is my favorite color, but it just doesn't belong here. Also, 513 experience levels? That is a crime. Before we put this beautiful book on the sword, you know what a damage test. The last one is just not accurate anymore. Better gear, more talismans, cherries on for the 10%. I have higher combat level, and probably some other things as well. Last time we abused an axe on these guys. This time we have something way more. Oh, but we don't have a god bow. Well, it's I honestly don't remember how much I dealt with. Way more now. Yeah, I made a video of me dealing 6 that dragon updated tutorial. It was still days. Now I deal with all the zombies without any help, with an aspect of the zero. How much? This should easily be over a million. Yep. Now let's go get like 100k more damage with 400 million book. But hey, that's nothing new, right? Just before I do this, I just want to let you guys know that I don't have most of these enchants on my Hyperion. The only sword I use nowadays. You know, it's not too late to change my mind. But why would I do that when Cherry Sword is literally the best sword in the game? 499 levels. Small price to pay for salvation. 2 puddles should be enough. Yo, where did the red color go? Only one of them is red. Red or not, there is no coming back if I press this button. I have to admire the red colors for a bit. Okay, on 3, 1. Okay, well that is the first step done. 2 more steps to go. Okay, let's go see how much damage we can do now. There is an Enderman ready. A rock solid 300. I can't take credit. Without the ability deal. The ability saved me. Okay. Oh, no, cool boy died. Oh, he's going back in. Come on, King, you got this. That's all that matters. I spent like 450 mil for 200k damage. Not that bad. Now it's time for the most expensive enchant in the game. The reason why they are so expensive is because you get sometimes down here can go unlimited for a while. So you go up but since I have to buy them, so there's no time for the books to go up. And we have them all. This is how much it cost me. 1,852,000,000 in total for all these books. That is like 10 times more than most people's net worth. And I am getting 1 ultimate enchant for that. Oh look, somebody's even trying to sell a Chimera 5 for max cash. Still worth that much though. Now it's time for the scary part. If I mess up here, I will lose hundreds of millions. Not on the first one though. However, if I combine a Chimera 1 book to Chimera 2 book, I will just instantly lose over 100 mil. So I'm just gonna be able to hopefully I don't mess up. Like, I have a Chimera 1 here. If I take Chimera 1, it's just gonna be Chimera 2. Chimera 900 mil each. And here we have the legendary Chimera 5. I've never actually owned one. It is so good on my hype here. You guys don't even understand. But I have been waiting for this day for so long that I'm actually excited to put it on my cherry. This would be pretty good for dungeons. But who cares about dungeons when you can sit with the cherry? You know, I always said I'm gonna do it, and people doubted me and called me an idiot. I might be an idiot, but at least I have an aspect of the cherry with Chimera 5 on it. And it only cost like, how much have I spent in this video? Like 2.3 billion so far? Let's see how much damage we gained. Or lost because of that big. Okay, I do have my dragon on. Oh, actually, like 100k damage for almost 2 bill. Not too bad. Now you won't know how I did earlier. Enchant. First strike 5 exists, but it's I'm not sure if there's any other way to get it, but I think it is the only way because there's not a single first strike 5 in the auction house. Cal just told me to get triple strike because, you know, it replaces first strike, but as you can see here, triple strike only increases your damage by 50%. It might be the 3 first hits, but we are not trying to kill Necron or anything. We want that 100 in the first strike, because the only thing that we care about is how much we can deal with the sword. Also, and our sword only deserves the best. If I can't buy it, I'm just gonna get it myself. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work out. There is no way I'm giving up on the first strike 5. I am gonna get it.
We'll help you take control. Speed up the slow with a flexible TD mortgage. TD.
A moment. Disruption. Wherever they happen to be. Wait, she's British? Your business will need a local office and a bank to pay in. Laws. New laws. Thought you had it under control. Relax. With just a few clicks, it's all no big deal.
Get it.
One eternity
There is no way. It's been a few days, but I heard that somebody's finally selling what I need. Oh, there it is. The price is a little bit high, but I don't really have a choice. It's the only one in the auction house, and I think this guy's flipping it, because he's selling a Chimera 5 pick as well. Doesn't have first strike 5 on this one though. But yeah, let's just buy this and complete the sword finally. We also either need Lifesteal 5 or Siphon 5. We only want the best, so we are gonna buy the more expensive one. Now there is only one final thing we need, and it's not even enchant. And no, it's not the wood singularity. I added that long time ago, and people still comment on my cherry sword videos that, yo, mate, you forgot the wood singularity. I didn't. It wouldn't be picked if I didn't have it. It is something else we need. Something totally different. It is the Art of War. It's like a hot potato book, but not really. Easy 5-star. Also opportunity, Sun 2. I think that summed up this entire video. It's not over yet, we still have to go, and there is no better place for legendary weapons than the cherry case. Look at what I have. The last way expensive book that we're gonna make in this video. I'm gonna the last flash in this battle. After this, we're finally gonna have and now it's gonna be really I am now a happy owner of a way too expensive aspect of the cherry. The total amount that we spent in this video is 576, and if we add 7 million from the previous video I made, I have spent 2,676,000,000 on this sword, and I think it's safe to say that it is. So let's just burn it. The sword is gone, I don't have to worry about it anymore. I'm gonna start rebuilding my first. Coins in it. I'm gonna wish you guys yeah, I didn't actually burn the sword. That's way too much sentiment.
Wake up to the sounds of the silence that allows for my mind to run around with my ear up to the ground. I'm searching to behold the stories that I told when my back is to the world that was smiling when I turned. Tell you you're the greatest, but once you turn they hate us. Oh, the misery. Everybody wants to be my enemy. Smell the sympathy. Everybody wants to be.
I've been fucking hoes and popping pills, man, I feel it's like a rock star. I've been fucking hoes and popping pills, man, I feel it's like a rock star.
Canine. I really wanted to feed a high-quality dog food. When I found the blue buffalo, it just fit. I know good energy overall, and I would do anything to make sure that she's the best dog she can be.
Let's go. GG.
I feel uncomfortable around tall people. What if they lick my head? How the hell did you know we do that? I find old cables in my house that I know I should throw out, but then I'm like, nah, I better keep that just in case someone comes around with a Nokia N95 and backsmith. Oh, you never know, dude. Excuse me. Wow, that came out of nowhere. For real, though, you never know. Look, this is a sort of phenomenon that transcends all boundaries. Race, age, background, you know, it transcends everything, okay? We all got a box or a drawer or something in the house with a bunch of old cables, whether it's 55 HDMIs or new stuff, like you said, a Nokia N95. Wow. But you know what? You'll feel liberated. You'll feel so liberated the day you realize you have the cable you need, and all will be right with the world. When you laugh at a dumb meme and your partner who's not an internet person asks what's so funny, but it's like a tier 3 meme and you've got to explain about 7 years of internet for them to understand the nuances. You could do that, or you could just think something's funny. Born in the wrong time. Too late to become a lighthouse operator who reads stacks of books and speaks to no one but the cat. No, you're not born in the wrong time. You can do things. Put your mind to it. You can do it, right? You know what? I think we all. How are unicorns fake? Like, what's more believable? A horse with a horn? Or a leopard moose? Damn it, Kyle, you're something like a dinosaur is. I don't understand Earth. I don't understand the universe, and I don't like it here. Rich teens on TV are always talking about how rich they are, but I went to a private school with lots of rich teens and they don't do that. They say something like, oh, we have a little place to teach. Oh, and it's a 20-bedroom mansion that Chef Boyardee used to own. They don't appreciate the fact that Chef Boyardee, all the celebrities or rich people do. What is possible? For hiring a hitman to kill her husband. This is a really great photograph. It's so good. It's all in the glasses and sweater, though. That's why. Those glasses and that sweater take us back nearly 40 years. God, she's weird, though. How much sawdust can you put into Rice Krispie treats before people notice? Why are you asking the question and not doing the experiment? Like, just get some sawdust and slowly increase the amount in your recipe every get-together until someone goes, why does this taste like this? They'll sue you for feeding them what's the word? Not potable, no, edible. Never mind, it doesn't matter. This whole thing's already off the rails. Who's the worst person you've ever met? And why is it the boyfriend? When I was 19, we all make stupid decisions. I'm attracted to dumb exclusively. A guy asked me what the song was once, and now I dream of kissing him under the moonlight. This same idiot. What kind of animal is the Pink Panther? Benjamin. I had a conversation with someone about this recently. Is there a time for being attracted to people that are stupid? Is that a thing? And you know what? Yes, it is. Thank you very much for this course thought. You really helped me out. Living well is the best revenge. The second best revenge is carefully removing plants and gardens and replacing lawn gnomes with larger lawn gnomes so they appear to be more precise from as you have to wonder like this, how much right? Move up so wildly different, and they're going to realize, oh my god, did this happen overnight? They're not really going to notice the incremental change, which sucks, I'd say. They'll think you just came in and did it all overnight. Let's say, hypothetically, you get your stuck in a plastic Snapple bottle. How would you get it out if it's a Snapple bottle? I don't know, dude. I'm sorry. I like hanging out with guys because there's less drama. Translation. Whenever I spend time with my female friends, we always end up going on an unabridged reading of Hamlet. And I'm salty because they always make me play Polonius. Yeah, I never got around to Hamlet, so I don't know what that is. I don't know who that is. I'm sure a few of you out there do. Congrats. I'm actually kind of envious of your knowledge. But no, I don't know, dude. The main thing that puts me off of playing chess is that there's 2,000 years of gameplay that hundreds of people with higher IQs than me have spent thousands of hours studying the history of. So much so that when I put the pawn forward, they say, I see you're going for the Bulgarian somersault. And then I try to take the bishop with my knight and they go, rookie mistake, you played the Frenchman's sock. And in approximately 37 moves, I'll have won. Yeah, there's something about chess that's not super beginner friendly in a lot of ways. I mean, it's an easy game. Very easy to learn, very easy to understand. It's the strategy of it that dumb people like myself will never be allowed to understand. My mom maintains that I was very good at chess as a kid, which is completely false. That is a lie. She might remember it differently than myself, but I was bad, and I don't think I ever won a game. I was even in a club, dude. I was terrible, all right? Also, to the person who wrote this, maybe, just maybe, don't try playing Bobby Fischer when you want to start playing chess. There are over 7 billion people in the world. What's one thing you think nobody is doing right now? Sitting bound and gagged in my basement. Yep, absolutely no one doing that at this point in time. No, sir. Let me think about this for a second. Lying in bed, naked, with a 1996 NEC AccuSync 70 CRT monitor. There's gotta be no one, now or when this video comes out, will be doing that. And I swear to God, if anybody comes to my Twitter and says, I'm doing that right now, no, you're not, you're lying. My ability to dissociate has become too powerful. Now, I'm just watching the fall of America like, yeah, that's what happens to empires, while I look for dog hats on Amazon. We could have seen this coming a mile away. The moment Amazon really started to gain traction, we could have seen this coming a mile away, man. We've had Walmart for a while, sure, but Amazon was a different animal entirely, and still is. I was hacked. Anything that was posted in the last month was not me. I don't smoke. I don't eat hot dogs. And I definitely don't eat my own cum. When I find the piece of shit that did this, and I will, they will pay the ultimate price. And then he proceeds to post a photo that, honest to God, looks like an AI generation of himself. Glenn, why do I recognize this name? Sorry, that just like popped right into my head. This name sounds familiar. I don't know who this is, but I feel like I should, or I feel like I actually do, and I'm just dumb. Me, taking a piss in my own house like normal. My anxiety. What if someone slipped you a hallucinogenic drug and you're actually in Walmart right now, pissing in the middle of the store? We'll confront that problem when we come to it. Dude, honest to God, I don't even know if that's standard anxiety. I mean, I've got anxiety for sure. No cap. I hope I used that term correctly. I'm old. But I think about that stuff all the time. Oh, you're taking a dump right now? What if your bathroom has now actually somehow been transported into the middle of a Target and the walls are about to fall down, and oops, you're on candid camera taking a shit in front of 5 million people? This is something I think a lot of us share. Not that exact sentiment, but you know, what if? The what ifs are very fun. Not. Grimes has the energy of the coolest goth girl who works at Hot Topic, but she's secretly dating the regional manager who's 55, married, and Republican, and you're like, is it because he's rich? And she's like, no, I'm an anti-capitalist. But then you see her with a new Coach purse. Yeah, what a betrayal of trust and respect. Honest to God, I didn't even know who the hell they were before, well, you know. No idea, dude. German word of the day. I'm not gonna try to read that. A state of decay that results from having it too easy for too long, leading to you selfishly comparing your own petty grievances and mediocre accomplishments to the pain and struggle of people who know the meaning of real problems. Well, I can't say it's a familiar feeling. I do think I am experiencing a bit of a state of decay, though. I don't do anything anymore. And some would say that's living. Some would say I'm gonna waste away. I'm not 100% sure. At least I got video games. Single ladies of Reddit, why do you think the Union failed in the Battle of Fredericksburg in December of 1862 during Ambrose Burnside's invasion into Confederate-held Virginia? Okay, well, you can't ask this question and then not give us some of the super good answers. There's 2.3 thousand responses to this query. we need to know what the single ladies of Reddit thought about this engagement, okay? It's important for the history books. This asshole fish decided to crawl out of the water, and now we all have to deal with things like rent and foot fetishes. Wait, excuse me, what? The next distance we'll be firing from is 500 yards, the distance of your average restraining order. Adam, what did you do? Adam, don't shy away now. I believe that older writers like me have a duty to pass on the secrets and tricks of the trade that have served us. So, here's the magic you can use to generate character names that are unique. Step 1, go to Starbucks. Order a coffee and a pastry or sandwich, any flavors. Step 2, tip the barista $1 and wink. Step 3, when asked for your name, mutter anything through your mask. Silverware, Aardvark, Ramon, and then take your seat and wait. Step 4. When you're called to pick up your pastry, the new character name will be printed on the bag. It may bear a passing resemblance to what you muttered, or it may be an entirely new name. Never used in any culture. Step 5. This always works and you are welcome. Honestly, I don't go to Starbucks very often, but I might give this a try, even though I'm not a writer. Okay, I technically am, but you know what? No, I'm just going to try it. I'm going to try it. Universities pay staggering salaries to presidents, chancellors, VPs, and provosts by the dozens, etc. And in every administrative office, there's a 57-year-old woman named Peggy with a title like Admin Assistant 2, or the second, and that she's the person who actually runs the university. Can they raise lifeguard requirements? I'm sorry, I just don't trust a 19-year-old, 110-pound blonde named Mackenzie with the IQ of a McChicken to save my life. You know, it's funny that you say that, because that 19-year-old, 110-pound blonde named Mackenzie is probably a better swimmer now than you will ever be for the rest of your life, dude. A burglar breaks into my house in search of valuables. As he enters the living room, his eyes widen in horror as they fall upon a display case full of my middle school karate trophies. Suddenly, I appear behind him, hands on my yellow belt. Welcome to the dojo. Have we checked all food to see if exploding them makes them into something better, or did we just stop with corn? I would love to know how we discovered popcorn, because there's a reasonable story. There's a reasonable set of circumstances that could have led to it, right? I just want to know the story. Your girl will still ride in your car if she's mad at you, but she's just gonna turn her knees towards the door and look out the window the whole time like a f***ing Labrador. Jack Black is literally the only human that never needs any context for me. I could see him going anywhere and doing anything. Like if I got abducted by aliens and saw him just wandering around the spaceship, putting bugle chips on his fingers to make it look like he has claws, I'd be like, that's some classic Jack Black crap right there, and not even question it. Nobody in the world has been able to ascend to untouchable likableness in the same way Jack Black has. I mean, there are a lot of people out there that I've never met anybody who dislikes them, but Jack Black is probably the only person I've ever seen where people are so enthusiastically in love with that person, man. Did everyone have a PE teacher at school with a beard who wore a tracksuit all the time and taught geography on the side? No. No. Parents at restaurant. Our son's 7th birthday is today. A group of 6 Adderall-addicted chain smokers who all have sex with each other and haven't slept in 24 hours stop rolling silverware and start clapping. You just inherited $100 billion. What ridiculous things are you spending the money on after all common sense and helping others spending is done? A butler, not an assistant, a middle-aged, slight man with a posh accent called Jeeves, who wears a tux with a frilly white shirt who calls me sir and hangs up my coat for me. I'd pay him a sick-ass wage and really integrate him into the family. And if I have disagreements with anyone, I'd get him to respond with a click of my fingers by telling them, sir doesn't respond to ruffians. The Chesapeake Bay is surprisingly shallow. A 6-foot-tall woman can wade through over 700,000 acres of the bay without wetting her hat. Well, that's interesting. Not gaslighting, it's just lying. Gaslighting just sounds cooler, so people have started using it. Gaslighting is lying that causes someone to question their own sanity. If you tell your mom that you've done your homework, that's just lying. If you tell your girlfriend that you have an average-sized cock and then replace all her measuring tapes with ones that are 50% regular-sized, that's gaslighting. Know the difference. I mean, goofy joke aside, that is true. We gotta stop using gaslighting for all lying and deception. They are right. Gaslighting does specifically refer to causing someone to question their own reality and sanity. You know, like someone finishes making a dish on the counter and you hide it as a joke. And then when they go, what the hell, where'd it go? You go, what do you mean? You didn't make any food. What are you talking about, dude? Are you okay? That's gaslighting, man. My favorite is people who send me unsolicited dick pics. And then they're like, Hi? Are you ignoring me? It's just so funny to me. Like 1 minute, I'm designing bioreactors and getting published for heat dissipation in polymers, and then I open this godforsaken app to dudes hanging brain who can't even pronounce, saponification? Never mind. Calling me a slut because I won't give attention to their limp excuses for existence. 3 billion years of evolution, and the greatest form of communication you can conjure up in your fermented omelet of a conscience is submitting your wrinkly ballsack to a stranger on the internet to substitute the attention your parents never gave their mistake of an offspring. You're working with polymers? Are you from Atomic Heart or some shit? By age 30, you should have $3 in savings, $5,000 in credit card debt, existential dread, a favorite spoon, 1 half-dead plant you feel really bad about because your mom keeps asking for grandkids but you're not ready, and you thought this basil plant would be a good place to start. You ever pull your cardigan closed across your chest with crossed arms and suddenly feel like a sentimental widow stepping out into her beachfront porch at night, fondly remembering her past lover? That is an odd stereotype, isn't it? Countries where it is legal to hit a Swedish person with a stick if they walk to your country over ice. We don't really have specified this. Oh, that's a weird way to put it. I'm surprised you can't legally hit a Swedish person in Finland. I thought you guys did that as well. Girl in sweats. I'm a girl, and I don't need expensive gifts to make me happy. I just want pizza. I love food. Sorry, I know I'm weird. Girls wear makeup, and I'm just in sweatpants and messy hair, like, OMG, right now girls are partying and I'm home with a good book getting stabbed. Okay, when you're absolutely terrified of butterflies but you work for National Geographic and they need pictures of butterflies, you might be in the wrong business. Sometimes I say, huh? Then answer the question before the person even repeats themselves. I'm not deaf, my brain's just lagging like a 2005 Dell desktop. Your wife has been kidnapped and is being held in a location 30 minutes away. You're driving to rescue her. It's a warm night and your windows are down. Do you listen to music on the drive there? Yes or no? You know, the first time I saw this question, I did have a bit of an existential crisis because it's second nature to get in the car to wherever you're going and plop on some music. But I don't think it would feel very appropriate to go rescue my wife, family member, whatever while listening to Post Malone. You know what I'm saying? Something about that feels wrong. Cauliflower tastes like someone ate a dozen hard-boiled eggs, waited an hour, farted into dirt, then tended that fart dirt lovingly for 2 months until it grew into a fart flower, harvested it on the hottest, ripest day of the year, boiled it for 13 hours, and then tried to fool people into thinking it tastes like mashed potatoes. Well, number 1, you're wrong. Number 2, goddamn you're wrong. This is the future leftists want for our homes. Oh yeah, we've got an estrogen lab in the house now. Oh, and yeah, this house did come with a gay room. I think Timothy Chalamet and his sister look like super rich European kids who you'd run into at a fashion show and look simultaneously super confident and super nervous to ask you to join their weird high-end sex club. I don't know anything about his sister, but the dude does give me strange vibes. He's definitely good at what he does. He just kind of freaks me out a little bit, you know? Is he a nepo baby? Is he a nepotism baby? Because I feel like he is. He just came out of nowhere, dude. Being an adult is inviting a friend over to cook dinner with, but then they cook with your salad onion instead of your cooking onion, and you want to shout, no, not my salad onion, use the cooking onion. But instead you just smile and say, we're having a great time. What is a salad onion? I gotta be straight with you, bro. I've never had a salad with onion in it. That doesn't feel correct at all. Don't text Samantha again. Who's this? Her boyfriend. Don't text her again. You don't want a problem with me. Bro, she's my coworker. I just need her to take my shift next week. I don't care. I'll make your life hard, kid. My bench is 315 and my deadlift is 405. I'm 6'3" and I used to wrestle too. I'll break your tiny arms. Why do I not believe for one solitary second that you can bench 315 or deadlift 405? No way, bro. Today feels like a good day to wander into a forest for 30 years, only to come back with antlers, a 1,000-yard stare, and the ability to speak to the earth. Folks who don't give you a recipe because it's a family secret are very odd. First of all, it's not like your family's living off these cinnamon rolls, and secondly, you've told me you cheated on your wife before, so is it clove or not, dude? My son has recently informed me that the wall people who always have their eyes open don't like us anymore. Just curious if anyone's free tonight to help me move. Why is it that in America, we're all like, scary, move out, and everywhere else it's like, yeah, that's Steve. He's a 1,000-year-old vengeful goblin spirit. Leave a hot dog in the woods on a full moon and he's quiet for the next year. Why can't we aspire to that kind of friendship? Well, maybe the goblin living in the walls should be a little bit more sensitive to how he comes off. Okay? Scares the shit out of me. When you encounter others on a trail, offer a friendly hello or a nod. This helps create a friendly atmosphere. If you approach a trail user from behind, announce yourself in a friendly, calming tone, yelling, "That chipmunk stole my car keys, run for your lives." That's not helpful, okay? Everyone wants to talk about gaslighting. Nobody wants to talk about how cats domesticated themselves and modeled their meows off of human baby cries to better manipulate our emotions. Again, I don't believe the human baby cry part. That I'm sure it's true to some extent, but I do not believe that cats just hung around babies and went, "Oh, I can do that." Like, what? What are the odds? The fact that a cat can walk into your house and be like, "I live here now," and most people just go buy food and litter for them and let them, is pretty impressive as an evolved trait. It's because they're the cutest objectively, all right? Dogs are cute, but they don't have the same level of cuteness as your average cat, okay? I had a dream I was able to time travel, and I went like 10, 20, 100, 1,000, 2,000 years into the future. But the instant I went to 4,000, I got stuck in a time dilation jail set up by the American government in the year 3877, in which anyone that tried to time travel back or forth across May 23rd, 3877 while on Earth would end up stuck in this time dilation chamber trap to stop the time travelers. Well, like, it was so crazy and mismanaged because it was legit capturing, like, every single time traveler ever. And the place had only been open for 12 minutes and was already getting overpopulated with non-stop multiple recursive instances of this one other guy trying to break previous versions of himself out of this goddamn time traveler jail. Where's the TVA when you need him, man? 2029. My TV starts flashing red with an alert because I lied on Amazon Prime about how many people are in my living room watching Trolls 5. They send 15 cops in riot gear and they kill my dog. I'm not allowed to shop at Whole Foods for 2 weeks. Why does that sound so real? Just ask her out, bro. The worst she can do is initially laugh thinking it's a joke before turning to a look of disgust when she realizes you're serious, rejecting you in such a way that you have crippling self-confidence issues for the rest of your life. What are you waiting for? Yeah, I'm just gonna put this out there. I know that when it comes to kids, this is usually like a kid's thing, you know, that's what they do, whatever. But if you as an adult do this, you are a piece of shit, okay? If someone asks you out, and I know there's a lot of extenuating circumstances and breaks to this rule, I get it. If someone's been creepy and mean and rude, then yeah, tell them down. But you don't have to be rude and laugh and disgusted and stuff. That's just incredibly mean, says the guy who's been treated like that all his life. If you're laid up with your girl in a 41 to 135 degree room and she starts multiplying rapidly, that is a foodborne pathogen. Stay woke. I mean, don't worry, piss money billionaire. I do intend to stay woken. Damn girl, are you a kid's movie from my generation? Because you're fun and cute, but also horrifying in many ways I didn't originally realize. Oh yeah, let me, hold on. This movie's not from my generation. I mean, I guess it could technically be, but Pee-wee's Big Adventure? Oh my god. Rewatched that again recently, and I knew there were some very key points in that movie that were quite freaky. Like the clown surgeon horrifying bit in his dream, or Large Marge, you know? But the entire movie has a very strange, I guess, what would you call it? I guess just feeling, for lack of better terminology. That thing feels super weird. Not happy go fun time like Pee-wee's Playhouse, no. There is something that instills the fear within your body watching that movie. And I guess technically you could call it maybe not a kid's movie? I don't know. I watched it a lot when I was a kid, but then again I also watched South Park a lot, so maybe I'm insane.
Everyone's scared. They should be.
Why can't snooze button minutes be as long as microwave minutes? Because we're all insane, alien skier. Or cliched out? People are weird, man. You know the answer. Mofos with a 1.3 GPA be like, no cap. Yeah, bro, and no gown either. Jesus Christ. Oh, man, you killed him. I got a license, but I don't... Oh, you mofo. Hey, that took me a second. I got a license, but I don't have avocado. I hate you. I'm a prison guard. When I sleep, I go... My biggest fear in life is someone is stealing the big ring of keys I keep on my belt. Well, maybe don't keep the big ring of keys on your belt, though, dude. Sounds like a your fault kind of thing, bro. Two elderly British ladies greeting each other. Hello, Vera. Evening, Primrose Oil. Oh, man. I I wish I could look at things like this and think of these things. Brilliant! Everyone is fighting a battle you don't know about. Except for me. I'm complaining loudly about my battle. Everyone knows about it. Everyone knows about my battle, too. You don't hear me bragging about it, Andrew. One time, a woman with a medical alert wiener dog sat next to me on a plane, and her dog kept alerting on me, and she was like, oh, not to be weird, but you should get your heart checked out. And that's how I found out I had a mildly irregular heartbeat. If that's true, the universe was sending you a message through a wiener dog. Congratulations. Nintendo trying to avoid front-facing Yoshi will always be so funny to me. Well, we wouldn't really be able to see much of his damn front-facing Yoshi will always be so funny to me. Well, we wouldn't really be able to see much of his damn face if he were actually front-facing. We'd be able to see the tops of his eyes. And that would suck, dude. Wait a minute. When the orc in Lord of the Rings says, looks like meat's back on the menu, boys, how does he know what a menu is? You know, for years I've wondered that same thing. And then I realized, who f***ing cares? The hunt is on for the culprit who stole a giant 10-meter-high mango at Bowen in North Queensland overnight. It may be one of my more controversial legal opinions, but if you steal something larger than a very large man and no one catches you in the act of doing it, or transporting it, or hiding it, you should not be able to be charged with a crime. I mean, honestly, look at how big that thing is. The dude deserves it. I'm just saying, this guy has a point. Alright, if you and your team can get this mofo without being seen and keep it and hide it without anybody finding it, dude, whatever, they win. I'm sorry, they win and you lose. Why are they called paintings? You're done. That there's a painted. Kyle, you're right, but that doesn't mean I like you for it. I'll be honest with you, Kyle. Bruce Springsteen is the only celebrity whose diet and exercise routines I've never wanted to see. The man played for 3 solid hours last night. No breaks, and not even much talking. Hopping around the stage in a pair of Doc Martens. He's 73 years old. That is his exercise routine. That's it, dude. Although it would be pretty damn funny if his actual exercise routine was jumping around a fake stage in his backyard or something like that, just to keep himself spry. The fact I gotta train 3 to 5 days a week to keep my body at moderately broken while my cat can sleep all day and do parkour with ease is a crime. Well, to be fair, towards the cat here, your cat probably weighs, what, 10 pounds? You know? I weigh 200. It's a little bit different. Also, they're a significantly more efficient skeletal structure setup than we are. We kinda suck. Funniest encounter at work today. Someone asked me if I'm going to the party later on, and I was like, what are you on about? And she goes, I don't know, but I ask people this every week in case there's something I wasn't invited to. Yeah! Does that work, though? That feels like something we should be able to verify. Like, come on, it has to have worked at least one time or you wouldn't keep doing it. Someone installed OBS onto a Walmart laptop and has been streaming the Walmart without being caught for the past 10 hours. That's actually kind of surprising. Huh. Well, anyway, I'm 22 years old and I just realized that this little piggy went to market doesn't mean he went food shopping. Yeah, that one took me a while, too. Yeah, it's not a fun realization. That little piggy's dead. Me, 4 days ago. I wish I could lose weight for my vacation. Me getting diarrhea on the plane. Not like that. Hey, look, weight loss is weight loss, dude. Going through my 5th grade diary. Dear diary, I finally got a pocket-sized diary. I also don't get the concept of life. Life is a concept? Well, I mean, I guess. Yeah, okay. I don't get it either, dude. I don't get it either. The Witch Hex Challenge. Major update. Thinking about that guy who challenged all the witches on TikTok to hex him, so he could prove magic isn't real. And every time he updated saying his life was going fine, witches would get so upset they weren't able to kill a man with their mind like Professor X. I need to look into this immediately. This sounds like such a fun saga, okay? Tech companies solving problems that don't exist. Yeah, that is the dumbest goddamn thing I think I've ever seen in my life. How can we lower our refrigeration costs and make sure we don't always have to have a light on in there? Oh, well, we could pay way more money to have big fucking LED screens, or LCD screens, excuse me, showing what's behind the door. Oh, that's genius! I can't believe they got away with naming a cannibal character Hannibal. Imagine trying to write a book about a thief named Leaf, or a murderer named Birderer, or a public masturbator named Dublik Firsterbater. Not Firsterbater, Fasterbater. Doesn't matter. If you want information, feign ignorance. Book of Rat. What? Appear dumb and people tend to share more info with you, or let their guard down. Very useful. Give it a try. I just did. Damn, Ace. You got that dude immediately, though. Remembering how common it was in, like, the early 90s for a kid to say, hey, and some old-timer to respond, hay is for horses, as part of some kind of campaign to label hay as rude and force kids not to say it. They're gone now, and we still say, hey, you lost, old-timers. They did. I don't know why old people have such a problem with slang. Just because you don't understand it doesn't mean it's not valid and it should piss you off. It's not an attack on you. It's not. Me kicking you in the butt is. Self-discipline is tough, because I'm the boss of me and that guy runs a real loose ship. Mike, you and I are on the same wavelength, dude. We are one and the same. One in the same? What? Doesn't matter. You're my spirit animal. Everything is corn. Corn syrup, corn oil, corn starch. Cows are fed corn. Cars are fed corn. You're fed corn. It's all corn, dude. What are we gonna do? The earth is corn. Went to a movie today and ran into a group of 4 random people that were wearing the exact same shirt from Target as me. It's because that shirt's fire, dude. You found your people. That's not a bad thing, Jack, okay? Embrace the love. My worst nightmare is being at a baseball game, and one of the broadcasts films me eating nachos for an entire inning. And the announcer says something like, look at him go! You shouldn't say things like this on the internet. Someone with far more power than you is going to make this happen, okay? That would honestly be so goddamn hilarious, though. They're not even showing people in the field. They're just fixing the camera on a dude eating nachos for an entire inning. We just watch the guy on the Jumbotron while the game plays. That would be hilarious. 2013. Why would anyone care what the losers on Reddit think? 2023. The losers on Reddit are the last remaining source on the internet for reviews of products and services that aren't paid for or some kind of scam. Yeah. Man, such is life in this capitalistic world. My husband told me when he starts thinking about stuff that's too heavy and depressing, he goes scarecrow mode. And I was like, what's that? And he was like, I think about a scarecrow for a while and then I laugh. You know? Your husband may be the last smart person on Earth. No, really. Most people aren't... How could you describe ingenuity? Doesn't matter. Ingenious? Whatever. Your husband's a genius. That's what I'm trying to say. Jack Nicholson, 85, looks disheveled on LA balcony as he's seen for the first time in 2 years. Imagine you go out in public for the first time in 2 years, and immediately the press is like, extra, extra, this guy looks like shit. I'd go straight back inside. Looks like he woke up from a nap at his own goddamn house, and he's 85. Off. Daily Mail, paparazzi, blah, blah, blah. You people are scumbags. Random Mario movie predictions. There's gonna be a scene where they do that whole 2 guys holding a sheet of glass gag, but the glass is gonna be this, and Mario's gonna look like 8-bit Mario while they walk in front of him. Well, Forside, you were wrong. How does that feel? How does it feel that your prediction was so stupid that it didn't happen? I don't know you, dude, but that was a pretty bad prediction, I gotta say. Ever since I found out cats don't meow to other cats, that's just some shit they learned to manipulate humans, and meows are supposed to mimic infant human cries, I'm noticing a lot of fake shit about my cat. I don't believe the part about them mimicking human cries. My cat's never been around an infant. How would he know what that sounds like, you know? I don't know. They know that making noise is enough to get our attention. That's it. Yeah, cats don't really meow to each other. They hiss at each other, though. Oh, man, they'll make freaky noises at each other when they're pissed. But they don't really converse, you know? I just wanted to show my boyfriend all the eggs we have. Should I block him? Did you lay all of those? Good girl. Yeah, I think your boyfriend deserves to be blocked forever. God damn it. This is the pinnacle of character design. They show more emotion than half of the animated characters on screen. Isn't that incredible, though? Oh, man. I am glad that we don't seem to really be doing that character design anymore currently. I mean, you'll probably still see him, but it's not as frequent as it was for a couple years there. But yeah, it's masterful animation, being able to take this design and show a lot of emotion in that face. 2.5-foot Wagyu hot dog on brioche bun. The American eater can't stop winning. Give me 2 seconds and a cartoonish slide sound effect, and it's gone. You can get a Wagyu hot dog? You can. Where can I do that? Walking around without a bag freaks me out. Imagine having no inventory slots. Couldn't be me. You have them. It's called pockets, bro. Unless you're a girl, in which case I guess pockets are illegal. Friend just went through a breakup. Help me answer his question. How do I dress more slutty? I want to look like a premium male escort paying his way through grad school. Ooh. Let me think here. Well, he could go to Banana Republic. No. That's not the type of... No, that's not slutty. That's bougie-esque. Not really. But not slutty. I don't know how to help you with that one. Always get your wife a snack at the gas station. If you think to yourself, maybe she doesn't want a snack, I'm telling you that you're wrong. Just get the woman a snack. But she's already got me. Oh! Okay. How do you handcuff a snake? No, see, but this image is wrong. Have you not seen The Bad Guys? Did you not see that movie? They showed us how to handcuff a snake, man. You know what? It doesn't matter. A thread. 2 months ago, my wife sat down, said, "Don't be mad. I love her more than life," so that showed me. She said, "I've done something. It's bad." Showed me her laptop. Said she never meant for it to go this far. It was an audio of my snore on Spotify. With 40,000 listeners. You getting paid for that though, bro? Also, your name is Dave Apnea. Look, your wife saw a vacuum, an income, and she's figured a way out, all right? Imagine making money on Spotify through snoring. Wouldn't that be the best? Probably not much, but it's honest work. My wife. Did you get high and watch samurai movies again? Me crying. Yes! Did he die because he was burdened by the very code he lives for again? My voice breaking into a sob. Yes! It's Crazy Sock Day, and this bit's wearing psych ward socks. So again, someone understood the assignment that you didn't. It's Crazy Sock Day, not Interesting Pattern Sock Day. Also, what kind of school does Crazy Sock Day? That's lame as hell. We always had Crazy Hair or Crazy Shirt Day, dude. That's so dumb. Yeah, officer, I was speeding to get past the logging truck. I don't know if you saw this movie that came out in 2003. Dude, they have to understand, right? There is an innate fear built into most of us now, thanks to Final Destination 2. You know it. I know it. Dude, even if it's not logs on the truck, even if it's just 2x4s, or something like that, I still don't want to be near it. Also, just remember from that movie, logs don't bounce up into the air. That's not how they work. They had to do that to make it more interesting for the movie. That should take your fear down just a little bit. We don't have logs made of rubber here. Did a dino write this? Squints. Oh my god. Scientists say your idea of how the T-Rex looked is probably wrong. A new study says the T-Rex family look more like lizards, with scaly lips covering and sealing their mouths when closed. By Dino Grandoni? Yeah, I know his name is Dino, but dude, I'm sorry. You wrote an article about how T-Rexes looked, and your name's Dino? No, I'm sorry, your name is now Dino. That's how this works. So welcome to the world, Dino. Please write more about dinosaurs. We all want to know more about dinosaurs. Please. I have to say please a lot, all right? I accidentally said big instead of grande while at Starbucks, and they took me behind the store and shot me in the leg. Big? You idiot! The grande is a small. You ever seen that scene from Role Models? Grande means big. Venti means 20. Tall also means large. You're forgetting that grande is the middle one. Yeah, it's very, very weird. Yeah, now that I say it, I'm wrong and I'm dumb. And you know what? It's funny, because at Starbucks, they don't care! You could just say, I want the low one, and they're gonna give you a tall, dude. Congratulations. We're stupid in 3 languages. Me, Uber driver, 5 stars. Look, man, it's like when I get my hair cut. I'm not starting the conversation. You want to start it? Cool. I'll answer. I'll respond. But I'm not going to keep things going, dude, so let's just shut up. 2 women are facing a felony charge after police said they went to a man's apartment in Clearwater and started throwing glitter at him during an argument. Why do I feel like there's more to this story? I don't think there's a felony charge hidden in throwing glitter at someone. Is there? Is that a felony? What would that constitute? Not assault, that would be battery, because it's the physical act, right? So wait a minute, what would this be, dude? Some art I made, hoping it gets into Counter-Strike 2. Please, for the love of God, put this into Counter-Strike 2. Also, dude, if this were like an actual hand-painted item, I would buy it from you. Right now. I would buy it and hang it up in my living room. One of our new chickens, in its teenage angst, decided to go feral. We have no idea where it lives. It returns every few days for food and to scream at the other chickens, and to be honest, I fucking get it. I mean, yeah, we all need to get out sometimes. I've been living with roommates my entire adult life, and one of these days, I'm gonna disappear into the woods. And do the same thing this chicken's doing, man. I disappear for a few days, come back to eat and scream at my roommates, and then leave again. Dentist, you need to floss. Me, no. My other patient who wouldn't floss lost all his teeth. Really? In a fist fight. That sounds unrelated. It was my fist. Do what I say. No! Dude, I did start flossing, though. I finally gave in and started flossing. I don't feel any better, but at least I know the dentist won't try to kick my ass the next time I go see them. God. You're an ant. Cool. To next creation. You're an ant eater. Man, what the fuck? Spare a thought for the humble houseplant. Born in an impersonal factory farm where they're provided an environment that has everything they need to thrive except love. Then, finally sent to a home where their new loving family promptly murders them. Look, technically speaking, it wouldn't be murder, right? It's more like a manslaughter or plant slaughter kind of a thing, because it's an accident. I did not premeditate killing the plant. I didn't mean to, okay? It just happened. So, like, get off my back? When you're in a heated argument, stop and ask, what evidence would change your mind? If the answer is nothing, there's no point in continuing the debate. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it think. That is a fair point. If you are an immovable object, then so are they. Apparently, if you can see two people hugging, you're left-brained, and if you can see a dinosaur, you're right-brained. What do you see in the mountain? What if you see a dog? Yeah, I don't see anything else they're describing. It's just a dog. I think they're messing with us. Yes, Daddy, overplayed, unoriginal, insinuates daddy issues. Yes, Chef, powerful, makes a statement. One-way ticket to Flavor Town. A guy says he was questioned on a plane for doing math during a flight. A woman sitting next to the Ivy League economist told the flight crew she had security concerns about the man after seeing him write in a foreign script. Turned out to be a differential equation. Suspected of ties to algebra. You cheeky. One thing no one ever talks about being an adult is how much time you debate yourself on keeping a cardboard box, because it's like a really good box. Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And packing material, too, because that's expensive. A roll of bubble wrap at Walmart is way more money than it has any right to be. So keeping some packing materials and boxes? If I didn't have any self-control, I would have no more room. No more room left for anything other than those two things. For all the people that think they're bad at responding to emails, I emailed the professor 12 years ago asking about source recommendations for a paper I was writing for a class during my undergrad. He replied to my email today. I'm walking with my chihuahua and a guy on the street said, "Yo, Taco Bell dog got a hot mom." And that's the only catcalling I will tolerate. Dude, that's totally fair. Yo quiero Taco Bell. I want to meet the Tom that got an entire genre of foolery named after him. Look, it just rolls off the tongue better than Susan foolery. You know what I mean? Hey men, do you dry off your face after a shower with the same towel you use to dry your balls? Or do you have a separate ball towel? You start with the face and head and then down. The towel forgets everything by tomorrow. The human back is a travesty. Do you have a job where you're on your feet a lot? Your back hurts now. Do you have a job where you sit a lot? Your back hurts now. Do you exist in a physical capacity? Your back hurts now. One of my favorite jokes is the boating lake joke. Come in, number 9, your time is up, but we've only got 8 boats. Number 6, are you in trouble? I love the way it builds. And then literally flips it. I'm not even gonna bother sitting on that one for a while. I'm moving on. Can anyone recommend some good beginner crimes to try out if I'm just getting interested in crime? Yeah, steal candy at the movie theater. I place per my last email in attack position. Per my last email allows me to summon my previous email from the discard pile. I place my previous email in defensive position. Then place no worries if not face down and end my turn. Me in boarding group 7 walking by the absolute losers in boarding group 8. How big is this frickin' plane? Dads be like, go help your mother. Bro, go help your wife. Being new at a job is so embarrassing for no reason. Someone said it feels like you're a new character on season 5 of a show. Yeah, that's absolutely true. And as far as the job being embarrassing for no reason, it's not for no reason. It's because 9 times out of 10, your coworkers want to make you feel like it. Because for some strange reason, at least over here in the US, there's this culture of, oh, the rookies have to be treated like garbage. They have to be treated like verbally abused, and you know what? In some industries, physically abused too. Now, you think I'm being dramatic. No, it's real. I wasn't physically abused when I started work at an IHOP, but I was screamed at and treated like a lot nonetheless. My father-in-law's resignation email from 2002. On account of because I have a problem with my eyes. I can't see working there anymore. Cheers. A much better mindset. Any experience? No, sir. Well, I hope you'll gain some here. You're hired. Oh, if only. The grind grinding me to the ground. Me showing up to my evening job after 10 hours of my day job. I'm never doing that again. Dubai is where sad rich people go. Happy rich people go to places like Hawaii and surf. Where do sad poor people go? to work. People in the 1920s. I lost my house, my job, and all my savings. I'm ruined. People in the 2020s. I never had any of those. Recently posted at work. You're not paid to think. A mindless worker is a happy worker. Shut up and do your job. I think a disgruntled employee threw this up. I totally would have. Home is our real life. You are totally replaceable at work. You're not replaceable at home. Home is your real life. Keep that perspective always. And don't believe anybody that tries to tell you otherwise. Comcast, Walmart, Target, McDonald's, they don't own you. It may seem like it, but they don't. And if your managers try to tell you otherwise, honestly, just eat them. Eat them right there. Effective immediately to the manager at Gringo's, I'm a quitter. You know what? I love fantastic quitting stories, and my favorite quitting, well, not really story, ever, was a guy who quit working at a hotel and he hired a line band to come in and then threw the letter in his manager's face. When you've been at work 9 hours and see dogs on Instagram with 2 million followers who generate more income than you, oh god, you can't do that, man. What do I need? I have to have a bachelor's degree, and I will be making $9 an hour. Cool. Why don't you take away the salary entirely and just shoot me? I have to work an hour before I can afford to buy 3 of these. I make 3,000 of them every hour. Dude. Sorry, due to staffing shortages, the pumpkin decorating department, PDD, has been dispatched to another decorating unit. Damn it! LMAO! This can't be legal. To all the staff that work this Saturday, October 29th, I know there are a bunch of Halloween parties going on this weekend. If you do not show up for your shift or call in, I will take this as you are quitting your job here. A lot of jobs immediately fire you for a no-call, no-show. A lot of them will give you a couple of times you can do that, but it's kind of rare. This company claims to care about people. Their choice of toilet paper determines that was a lie. Ooh, right. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Wish there was a law against making you explain any gaps in unemployment. Like, why can't you just not want to work for a bit? Christ. I don't know why it would be any of their business anyway, to be perfectly fair. And no, I don't need you guys to justify multi-billion-dollar corporations and their decisions, because they're all bad. As a cure for worrying, hard work is better than whiskey. Hard work on something you love, sure. Bus drivers in Japan went on strike, but continued to drive their routes while refusing to take fares from passengers. So keeping Japan on time, but costing the bus companies gas on top of lost revenue. They were paying a lot to keep that running. That's a fun strike. Don't have money to pay off your debt? Just make more money. A must-do option. Earn more money. Whoa, that's crazy. No matter what your student loan situation is, every borrower should focus on earning more money. But this is especially true if you can't afford your private student loans. The fact is, there are 168 hours in each week. You might work 40 to 50 hours at your day job. You sleep 7 hours a night, so a total of 49 hours each week. For simplicity, let's call that 100 hours. What are you doing with the remaining 68 hours each week? Oh, right! Shoot! If I want the right to go to college for any reason, I should be willing to damn near kill myself to pay back a loan. Right. This system totally works. How it feels working under capitalism? Yeah, except worse. Imagine if this behavior was normalized. Think the corpos would start to get the message? Dear all, as of today, I'm resigning from my job as the dual front office manager. Unfortunately, this company turned out to be way below my expectations. I got to meet good people though. I wish the good people the best in their endeavors. Sincerely? I can't read. Sincerely, dual front office manager. Boss, why aren't you working? Me? I didn't see you coming. Yeah, honestly, man. I got an I emailed you 3 days ago message this morning. Friday afternoon at 4:47, this person emailed me. They followed up at 8:15 this morning. 28 minutes. They emailed me 28 working minutes ago. Bye. Something really messed up happened to me at work. What do you think about this? The big box store I work at's been doing really well, meeting our sales goals lately, so management decided to throw a pizza party. Yeah, I know. When we get there, it was generic pizza from Little Caesars, and there was a 2-slice limit, and some dollar store soda that ran out almost instantly. I got my paycheck for that week. They took out $8 per person for the party. I could have gotten a whole pizza for that money. No, yeah, that is pretty disgusting. They got you the cheapest, crappiest stuff, limited you, and they took enough money for you to have gotten yourself an entire pizza and a soda. You could have gone to Little Caesars, gotten a full one for yourself, and a soda, dude. God damn, that's pathetic. My last job sent me my check exactly
6 months later, so it'd be void and I couldn't cash it. Get a lawyer involved. They're not allowed to do this shit. I converted a school bus into a wood shop so I can travel and sell my wares. I don't want to be stuck in a dead-end job anymore and never see anything. Honestly, that's a pretty sick endeavor. I hope it works out great for you. And the wares? They look pretty sick. I'd buy them. Let's normalize not confusing someone's free time with their availability. Yeah, just because I have nothing to do right now does not mean I owe you my time. I'm chilling. Let me be. Your job title is temporary. How you treat others, that is what will be remembered. No, I don't think I'm going to be remembered at all. Teen Vogues out there educate. For example, if you ask for a raise by yourself and your company doesn't want to give it to you, your boss might be completely within their rights to fire you. Seems bad, right? However, if you and even just one other coworker unite and go to the boss to ask for a raise together, legally the boss can't retaliate against you. That becomes protected concerted activity under the National Labor Relations Act. I would really enjoy it if someone could confirm this for real. Individually, we beg. United, we bargain. Arkansas waitress was fired for not sharing her $4,400 tip with the coworkers. Owner wanted a cut also. She said pooling tips never happened in the 3 years she worked there. She's made nearly $10,000 on GoFundMe since being fired. Wow, I'm sorry, but you as the owner of the restaurant don't get to run your business based off of tips, pay them a lower wage in general, and then when someone pays them a ton of money in their tip, it's not yours. You don't get any of it, and I'm sorry to say, none of the other coworkers get any of it. The owner especially though, okay? She could share it with the other, workers if she wants to, whatever, that's fine, I don't give a shit. But the owner can get